Welcome back to another episode of Respawn and Render. I'm Blink,
I'm pluviiox.
and we just got back from seeing Rental Family with Brendan
Hey.
Fraser. Not Fraser, it's Fraser. Apparently that's how you say it right. Anyway, you go. You
Oh,
explain now.
oh,
Messy.
oh, goodness. Okay, so basically it takes place in Japan, not like Tokyo, Japan, but like kind of like the outside of the mainland Japan, where Brendan is an actor and he is just trying to land these different roles. So he's kind of been in like different commercials and like his name's Philip, I think, in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been in commercials and stuff, but he's just trying to land a big role.
He wants to be the main character.
He wants to be the main character, and he's running away from some like pain that he had in America. So he's like, "This is my next big break." But he just keeps landing these like stereotypical, like literally, it'll name it and be like American white guy.
He's
role.
the token white guy.
Yeah, they call him he's the token white guy.
Yeah.
But he ends up getting into this like company, and they basically hire him to go fill in these voids in people's lives, and it kind of just has this overall theme that sometimes what you think you want is not what you need, and he needed like a community at home, and it's overall very like heartfelt and beautiful and like very like crazy movie. It has like some twists and turns in it that I wasn't expecting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And something,
I forgot all about this.
yeah. And something I really like about this movie, and a lot of movies don't really do this, is that every loose end, they actually tied it up. Everything that you saw, they actually went through and made sure it was tied up. So I really appreciate it. I just think it's a really phenomenal film, and they did a really good job with it.
Yeah, I agree as well. We're big fans of Brendan. Clearly, we have the Book of the Dead.
We got this, when did we get this?
It was a con in Orlando.
Oh, we were at Anime Orlando, and we just kept...
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we used our last little bit of dollars.
We were getting all the cash we could, and we were like, oh, yo, should we, haggle with it and be like, we'll get it for $1.99. What do you think about that? And then... Thankfully, I forgot the dude said like $200, $250.
Yeah, he wanted like 300 for it. And we were like,
and we got the stand too. I was like, I'll do $250 for the stand.
We got $250, and he said cash on. And then we're like, he's like, you got cash, and then
you can't.
And Blink
hassle.
was like, he was like, you can't hassle without cash.
Yeah, you gotta use cash to hassle. Haggle, not hassle. I was like, give me it now, give it.
He's giving a book.
No, but
yeah,
kind of like the synopsis basically. It's so weird because I was thinking about when I was writing my notes down. It feels like, so the last time we saw Brendan in a big movie was The Whale, which is a phenomenal film if you haven't seen it. It's based off of a play, actually. They turned into, I don't know what the right word is, but they turned it into a movie, basically.
Sadie Sink's in it. Super good.
Fantastic actress as well. Season 5, Stranger Things. We'll see that soon. Maybe next week we'll do that as an episode.
I just really like all these movies that Brendan's doing, that they're just very heartfelt, because the fact that when he did The Whale and he got that 10-minute standing ovation.
You know what? It's gotta be an amazing feeling. Like, side note, to like after all these years of hard work and finally getting the gratification of all that hard work, and for 10 minutes, you, and not alone, but like you in a whole crowd are being acknowledged. That's got to be the most surreal moment ever.
That's like Hayden Christensen when he came back, and he didn't realize that people actually loved him because
absolutely.
People like treated him terribly.
Well, the thing is, they did. That's
I know
the problem.
they treated him terribly, and then when he came back and everyone just cheered for him at San Diego, at C2E2, and at MegaCon, he just crying. He's just like, wow, where was this when I was a teenager?
Well, that's just how it is in life, where like people don't really appreciate who you are or what you are for the time being until like later down the line, basically. But not to get into side tangent, because we do this every episode, but The Whale is so good, and it's so funny because during that whole like movie coming out release, people were giving him so much trash for fat shaming or fat phobia, because like the whole story is basically a rundown. The guy is obese. He's literally has like heart failure, like, and the whole time the film, he's trying to right his wrongs and make sure that after he does, pass away eventually, no spoilers,
his daughter's taking care of him.
all of his rights are, are wrong and stuff, or wrongs are right. But I remember back then people were like, oh, this is fat phobic, this is body shaming. It's like, dude,
it's mental
the dude's
illness.
like 800 pounds and he literally can't move in his house and he has heart failure. I just wanted to, side tangent on that.
Yeah, and it's just like people don't want to like talk about it. Like right now, like the big thing right now with Wicked is that same thing, but the opposite. where a lot of the actors, they look severely malnourished.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. They all look, and then
I
like,
don't know why I'm whispering.
and
But
I know, I it's like taboo, it's taboo, but like as you know, it's true. Like it's okay. Like it's you know, to acknowledge it. It's true. Like yes,
it's balanced.
yes, they're petite women, but they're like they're not like.
Have you seen the first movie interviews versus the second movie?
Yeah, like the fact that it's so distracting.
Both of them.
Yes.
Are like
even
the Asian lady.
Yes, Michelle. I think Michelle.
I can't remember her name.
Anyways, all of the actresses, but then again, Judy Garland, the original actress who played in The Wizard of Oz, she was severely underweight too. She was only eating 800 if that calories a day when she was on set. I don't know what this with the Wizard
It's like
of
one
Oz.
bag of chips.
Yeah, I don't know what this Wizard of Oz curse is, but like
I've been seeing that. Also, have you been seeing the edits of the Tin Man?
No,
dude.
I've been trying to avoid everything because I kind of want to watch it.
I know we want to watch it, but I don't really know what the context is because I've never even seen the original Wizard of Oz.
Oh, he got poisoned from like the medicine had asbestos or something.
Like in the original? No, I'm not talking about that. And the new one that came out, dude. If I would have known better, that is a horror film. Like I'll show you after the podcast. But
have you seen the Scarecrow? Not my favorite. It's just like she looks like actual cloth.
I haven't seen much, but I keep on seeing edits of the Tin Man. I'm like, dude, is this a horror film? What is going on? Like he looks actual scary.
Dude,
like people keep on commenting that there's a certain scene where he's looking up at one of the witches, and people are saying, "Oh, he was an angel born from hell." His look is so like scary. Are you looking at it when he's looking up? Are you seeing it?
Ooh, I don't like this. I'm gonna actually close out of this. This is actually not that. That's kind of like gave me chills.
What'd you click on?
I clicked on he looking like this, like.
Yeah, that's literally.
I don't like that.
That's literally in the movie. That's literally in the movie. Okay, listen, we're doing this thing. Sidetracking. Anyway, back to Rental Family.
But yeah, it's a very heartfelt and beautiful like film because he's in search of this huge career break, and we see him kind of like in this lonely like lifestyle. Like he has his own little like apartment, and he's watching other people's lives. Like he's sitting down, eating his food, looking out the windows, and watching people's like snapshot of their lives.
Yeah,
and he's like
he's living through these outside moments,
and he's
basically.
like even commenting on them. He's like giving them commentary. You know what people do? They like make up like stories and stuff when people are talking.
He's lonely. He's just trying to. I was actually just seeing this on TikTok. There's like a psychological thing with people talking to themselves. Like I don't know if it's like a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a psychological thing.
It's like self-comfort in a way. It's like
you're not alone. Basically, yeah. It's kind of like when cats purr, maybe. Like when they're
when they're
what do
like,
you call it? It gives them some type of sensation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fantastic film. I'm just gonna jump in real quick because I really want to spoil a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna go with the rating.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
8.
I gave it 8.5.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I did so. I think I'm gonna start doing this, especially if it's an actor or an actress that we really love. I'm gonna start putting weighted, like weights or weighted scores. So non-biased, I think it's an 8.5 film. I think it's very enjoyable. I could see myself watching it again. I think it's a very like uplifting.
It's a good humanitarian like movie.
Yeah. But I gave it a 9 weighted just because Brendan's acting in this film is incredible as always.
And his Japanese is pretty good. Like he speaks quite a few lines in Japanese, and like they're pretty good.
But also the other actors and actresses are fantastic. Also, I wrote this actress down, Mary Yamamoto.
Oh, the woman.
Girl,
the
woman, dude. She is so fantastic as an actress. I was very impressed with her acting skills.
Yamamoto,
She is fantastic. I was very shocked.
I like forgive me these names. I'm so sorry. I don't want to mispronounce them. But like Takehiro Hira, like he was the boss.
Yeah, the boss, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't he the same guy in Godzilla?
Yo, I think so actually. Hold on.
Like was it the 2016?
Snake
not Shin Godzilla. 2015? Yeah, 2015.
No, he's in Yasuke too. That's awesome. Yeah, but phenomenal actor. So.
Oh, I'm a damn lie. Oof.
So I'm gonna jump in a little bit. So he's taking on these little roles. He's on the phone with his agent. He's trying to get these. He's just trying to get a big break. And
Yeah.
he gets a call saying, "Hey, I got a job for you. It's at 10 a.m. Pays well." And he's like, "Yeah, fine, go. I'll take it." And he gets there, and it's like a funeral.
Dude, that was so funny because you gotta think.
Like, what the
All right, we're just gonna go dive in. Let's just dive straight in. All right, that scene was so funny because listen. All right, so he's hustling, just trying to get the ends meet, and he goes to this, and he walks in, and you gotta mind like, as an American, they're very tall. So imagine you go in this room and everyone is like already so
Several feet
short, and
shorter.
there's a dead person right in the middle of the floor, and he's just like, "Fuck, did I get myself
But it's
into?"
not only that, the dead person's not dead.
That's the thing. And when he realizes they're not dead, he's like, "Oh my god!"
And he's just like, and he says loudly, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, literally, he's just like absolutely disturbing the whole like ceremony.
It's so funny. And at the very end, they're like bowing. They're saying, "Thanks for coming to my funeral," blah, 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 all that stuff. He's just asking.
Yeah, that's when we first get introduced to the idea that like eventually we find out like, hey, we have this business where we kind of help people with emotions. Basically, we sell emotions, and our first introduction is this guy wanted to experience what he and his family would feel when he passes away.
So he felt like some kind of
weird.
like, and he said that, wow, I actually feel like my life's worth living because of all the way that people spoke. And the people who were also doing the speeches were like people who were hired. So it's it's like all of the people were hired.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy, but like it made him feel like,
it gave him peace and comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we see that it's so why it's valuable because you see little things about like in culture of Japan, like whenever he's on the subway, he's on his way there, he sees people in business suits sleeping and stuff like that. So
the salesman or the salaryman is what they call them.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Mm-hmm. This movie is basically just a couple things. One, I find that ironic. Oh, excuse me. I find it ironic that the movie portrays a guy trying to get back on his feet. Oh, excuse me. Acting again when Brendan Fraser is literally doing the same thing, like IRL. It's like it's kind of like he was meant for this role because it's like not to say like he's fallen off or anything like that, but the last time we've seen him in a film was in 2022. Like, and even before that, we're talking like early 2009, 2008, whenever the movie we don't mention anymore came out. Mummy 3. Yeah. Anyway, so
and he looks pretty good. He's looking really
he
good.
does. He actually does look good. I will say a couple years ago he kind of was a little more on the heavier side, but I think he's been doing well with himself.
Care of himself. Like, he's becoming happier. He's coming. I
lied. He was in Doom Patrol. That was the last big thing he was in.
And then so he gets hired by the main guy, and then they tell him, "Hey, come by the office. Hey, we have a family for you. Like, we think you could do this." And they give him. He goes and he meets with the family. He's like sitting down with them and everything, and meets with the girl. And he's like, "Yo, he has to be a stand-in husband for her family." Because the girl plans to move away to Canada, like leave the country, but she wants her family to presume that she's being married off, and that way, like she wins with leaving. Yeah. Wait for this, and then
just wait.
And then the family wins because they're like, wow, we saw our daughter married off to this guy, like we're just so happy, la la la. And he almost chokes, like he almost like backs out. But then, like they follow through. She was not playing with him. Like his coworker's not playing with him.
Before you go any further, that's the exact moment. And just to back up a little bit, so he finds out that his first job is he has to pretend to get married to someone he doesn't even know. First of all, he already got introduced with the funeral, so he's already confused. Like, how do you even sell emotions? Like, this is so weird. Like, this is very like taboo. Like, you're lying to people. Like, why would we do this? And they're trying to explain to the boss is trying to explain Japanese culture to an American.
Like, they don't have mental health. They think it's taboo.
Mental health is taboo. And then kind of spoilers slightly in the future, but they don't talk about like mental illness, depression, like anxiety, like that. That's very taboo stuff in Japan.
And also like another thing is like they really respect their elders. Like really respect their elders.
Very traditional values.
So like for the daughter to even do, like Americans, we'd be like, bye. But in their culture, like, that's so detrimental. Like, she had to satisfy her parents. Like, it means everything.
So, basically what happens is everything goes according to plan. And then, basically, not the last moment, but basically last moment where they got to go up and do everything. Brendan's character Philip just absolutely leaves, and they're trying to hunt him down through this, like, I don't know if it's like a hotel or just like some type of
I
building.
think it's like a
Anyway,
yeah.
the Mary Yamamoto, her actress, she finds him, and dude, she acts her ass off. She jumps over the stall.
She's
So they
like,
find
get
him they find him in
out.
a bathroom, and she's like, "You better get out of this bathroom right now and go up there and marry her for 5 minutes." And he's like, "Oh, no, no." So she grabs like a stool, stands over the stall, and is basically like, "If you don't get your ass out here right now, I'm gonna hurt you." And he's just like, okay." I was immediately
She was
hooked.
not
I
playing with
was
him.
immediately
She
hooked.
said, "You better get out here. You ain't gonna embarrass me, friend."
So
Like
they do the
the
ceremony, which
ceremony.
honestly was very
It was
beautiful.
really
It
cute.
was
Like
different.
it was really nice. You see how like traditional it looks. Like the
They don't
garments they
kiss.
were.
They do
They,
like drinks of sake or
mm-hmm.
something or tea or some type of
That was like another thing. Like what is it called? PDA.
yeah
They don't do PDA.
yeah
You
yeah
know, it's very respectful.
yeah.
But then they're sitting together, and I love this part. They're in the hotel room. They're sitting together
It's like after everything is
after
done.
everything. You know, when you're supposed to like consummate your
Yeah, I'm
marriage.
not gonna lie. I was like, is she gonna like? Because she's also wanting, like, she wanted this as well. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is she gonna be like, hey, we need to do something? I'm like, whoa, there,
So
the
mine.
level?
So at this point, we have no. The commercials don't really show any of this. You see
Mm-hmm.
like only one snapshot of one family that's like later on in the movie, so you don't see any
Yeah,
of the other families.
yeah,
I think it was intentional, but
yeah.
this scene they're sitting next to each other. He's wearing like the husband's suit. She's wearing a very beautiful dress, and they're like awkward. And then all of a sudden the door like knocks,
Mm-hmm.
opens up. A woman runs in wearing the same suit that Brandon's wearing. So it's
Yep.
a husband's suit, and immediately greets with the girl, and they kiss. And we were like, so we click at that moment that
Oh, I'm getting chills.
it
It is
was
so
like
beautiful.
it was like she satisfied her parents, but then she gets to go be with the love of her life and just go leave. But
Mm-hmm.
like there's no loose ends in that. Like they're happy, she's happy, and you see them exchange rings, and it just like kind of like snaps out of there. But then you see in Brandon like he actually
It
understands in that
clicks.
moment that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And
It's those little things that allow everyone to be happy. Which personally, if you ask me, I think the parents should have accepted their daughter regardless. But that's neither here nor there.
yeah.
But it's so beautiful. Also, I don't know if it's just like, I think this is just like an everywhere place, but like being gay is taboo in countries, especially with traditional values. Like, so seeing that, it was like very beautiful to be like, listen, even through the thick of it all, like they still found a way to still to marry the one they love. And it's like, oh, dude, it was so beautiful. Like it geeks me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it was so beautiful. Like I was not expecting that, which we'll later find out through the whole movie is there's a bunch of plot twists with every family. Which there's one that we both were really shocked at,
Yeah.
and I'll let you explain that when we get there later
Bruh.
on. But yeah,
Bruh.
so basically, first introduction is the marriage, and then I think it's the single mom is next.
It kind of overlaps with the single mom, and then he becomes like a reporter at the
Yeah.
same time. Like so, it kind of
Yeah, the
overlapping.
movie goes like back and forth through like multiple stories,
And it
basically.
also shows like he is hired for several families. So at one point he's being friends with this one guy, and he goes to his house and plays
Oh
video games.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was so good too
And
because
he goes to his house to play video games with him, and he's actually building a friendship. Like the he helps him clean his apartment out
yeah,
because he's just like a guy who's just at home by himself, has no friends, like is
I think
social anxiety.
they
And
called him I don't know what the Japanese word is for, it, but it just clicked to me right now. That's considered a shut-in in like American terms.
yeah,
Apparently
like when
they
they
have
don't
a
come out, yeah.
uh
But it gets
Japanese.
to the point where the man actually starts looking forward to Philip coming over, and he starts cleaning up. He even gets his hair cut. He gets his beard cut. Like he starts looking forward to this friendship, and he starts teaching him like, hey, you can have friends. You can go outside. They even go at one point outside to like
Yeah.
a bar. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the first time he ever left.
Yeah.
So it's just like you see him building with.
Oh! Everything okay? Everything good?
Oh, my Mikey.
Oh
Sorry.
no, technical difficulties.
And we'll fix it.
Oh gosh, no, I gotta
think
fix it. What was I explaining? So shut-ins are called hikimoris. I think that's the Japanese word.
Hikikomori.
It's a term for individuals who are intensely socially withdrawn and secluded in their homes, which apparently is like pretty bad in Japan.
But honestly, I get it though because, like, at some point I feel like we've all been there. Like, if I don't have, especially during the shutdown, no, Like,
No, it's even worse than that. It's bad. Like, it's there for years.
oh, yeah.
Like, they didn't go outside for anything. Everything is delivered to them. Like, they don't go shopping.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they don't leave at all.
That's hard.
Yeah, it is.
And
Um,
then, so Brendan, his character, Philip starts actually going to interview this girl. She sets in a request for her father to be interviewed because he is. They don't say, but it seems like he's slowly passing away from dementia. He's losing his memory, and she wants him to feel like remembered and valued from all the works
mm,
that he did. I put my hands down for a reason, because I'm talking with them, but so he starts going to interview this man about all these movies, these books he's written, and things like that, and just getting to know him.
yeah.
And even that, like, relationship's beautiful because on one hand, the daughter's just like, hey, I want someone to comfort him in his old age. But
Mm,
then it's like he's helping fulfill a final wish before.
yeah. Uh, so we kind of skipped over the mom trying to get the daughter into
Oh, the
school,
prep school,
but
yeah.
well, I kind of that's honestly not even like the biggest story to be honest. It is. It's kind of like the final straw in the whole movie, but besides that, uh, I find it beautiful with the older man because they kind of do tease on it like he might have like some like dementia or like Alzheimer's or something like that. And it's funny because when you're experiencing the first few times that Philip goes over to his house to like pretend interview him and stuff, he's very clear in his mind and stuff. And you're like, "Oh, like yeah, he doesn't seem there's nothing really wrong with him at all." So the first time, Philip is convinced to take him out to like, go to like a bar or whatever and get some food or whatever.
Like
You
hot pot.
like hot pot or something. And then you realize like it's kind of like with any family member, it's like, oh, they're there when they're there, but then at any moment they could snap and they'll lose like
And
all.
he almost walks into
Yeah,
traffic.
he's like, oh, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and Philip's like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. And then Philip doesn't realize in the background you just see him leave the bathroom, and he just starts walking out of
Without
the.
his shoes on,
Yeah,
just walking out.
just starts wandering, and he almost walks into like oncoming traffic, and then you kind of are brought back to reality, like, oh my gosh, like even though he is here, he's not here as well because he has a disease, like he is mentally like dying. It's kind of sad because they're there when they're there, but when they're not there, it's like you visually see it. And eventually when this happens and he goes back to the house, the granddaughter or the daughter or whatever is like, listen, like that will never happen again. Like anything, he could have died, and we can't allow that to happen because like I mean you don't want anyone to die. But in that moment, Philip realizes like, whoa, like this I'm getting a little too carried away. Like I am here to help people, but I also can't put people into in danger and such.
Hmm.
Um,
And then he gets hired by this woman
yep.
who wants him to be a step-in like father to her daughter because she's trying to get her into a school.
Mm.
But most cultures are like this where men say gets more high say than her say.
Yeah.
So she gets denied because she's presumably a single mother, and
It makes no sense.
they're
But
like,
whatever.
hey, we need actually a father's input.
Yeah.
So they hire her because her daughter is Asian American.
Yeah, like
and,
half
yeah,
white,
so
half
and half.
Japanese.
So they have Brendan come in, but he's supposed to get to know the daughter. It's supposed to like actually build a kind of like actual parental like bond with her. So when he meets up with her, the mom's like, hey, actually, she's been wanting this backpack for a while.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, this helps so much. Thanks, because he's been nervous. He's practicing like, I'm
Yeah,
your
because
father.
like, how do you expect to have a random person pretend to be someone's father?
Yeah,
like that's
like-
weird.
like
Like getting married, one thing. Acting as a reporter is one thing, but acting like someone's child or like.
I thought that was just gonna go down like badly, anyways. I'm like, yeah, how you gonna like introduce and then rip that
Yeah.
away? Like, this,
But to be honest, it kind of worked out because immediately the daughter's like, I don't want anything to do with you.
I don't like you. She's like, goodbye. You left us.
Yeah, I don't know anything about you. Why do I care?
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of helped slightly because the mom doesn't want a relationship like with the daughter and the fake father. She just wants to use the Philip to get into school, which.
But then they start like bonding and they go like to like a festival together, like and you just see how beautiful the little girl's heart is too, because when she's in class and like he's helping her with a father-daughter project, there's a little boy who doesn't have a dad himself and she invites him over.
Yeah, honestly, that was a very like touching moment for a kid to go out of their way and be like, "Hey, I see you don't have like a parent here. Why don't you come over here and my
share
dad will help
mine."
you."
Yeah.
It's like,
And even at that moment, she didn't even want him to be her dad, but she didn't want him by himself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was cute.
That kid's gonna go places.
Yeah. And then like he starts getting attached because she makes him artwork and she makes all these different things. He starts putting it up around his apartment. He cleans his apartment. That's another thing. His apartment was a mess.
Yeah.
And he cleans and he starts bringing his life together. As he's bringing other people's lives together, he's
Stealing
bringing
him
his
as
parts.
well.
But then at this point, his agent calls. And it's like, hey, actually, that role you auditioned for, that dream role in Korea, you got it.
Got it. You be the star, the main character,
This is
like
what
the
you've
whole
been
9
working
yards.
for. This is what you've wanted. And he's like, has conflicted feelings because he's like, this is what I wanted. This is what I've been working for. This is everything. But I made a promise to be there for this child, for these families. He's like, I don't know if I can leave them.
Yeah.
And ultimately, he tells him, like, I need to see this through, my boy.
Yeah. Well, it also just shows you, like, what you think you want might not actually be what you truly need.
Yeah.
Because, like, it kind of reminds me of, there's a dumb movie with Chris Pratt and who's the girl from
Are you talking about whenever he opens her tank?
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's not that. It's the scene where he's in the bar and he's talking to like the bartender robot, and he's like, he's basically asking him, like, you know, you're worried because you're awake right now.
Passengers?
Yeah, that's what it is. He's like, you're worried, but like, to be completely honest with you, you think that if somehow you were on the planet they're going to right now, you'd still feel the same way. Like, you don't truly have a purpose. You don't really know what you really want. And I always think about that movie because I'm like,
wow.
it's like, because you think like, oh, if I just get to this point, like, then my life will be satisfying, or you'll be satisfied. But then most people, when they get to that point, they're like, oh, I still not happy. I don't know what's going on. And it's like, whoa. And it goes back to this. It's like, he's been trying to find what he thinks is a good acting gig to be popular or famous or rich or, you know, wealthy and
Sometimes
stuff like that.
you can't fill those voids
and then
like that.
he doesn't get it. And then eventually when he finds his new job and he sees like the actual true fulfillment of, you know, like humanity, he's like, wow, this is actually like actually healing my soul and my heart. And then when he does get that call and he does get those emotions, he's like, why would I get rid of this? Like, this gives me more reason to live.
A deeper layer to that, because all the characters, they got something going on. Like, he ran away from America because his dad died, and he didn't really have a good relationship with his dad. It was just really him and his mom, and his dad was in and out of his life. And he said that when he got to the airport and he was ready to go, he didn't go to his own funeral, and he never really healed from that. He just kind of ran away from it. So for him to step into this father role, it was like for him healing.
Yeah.
And so like the little girl does end up getting into school, but she finds out like, hey, like, he tells her, because the mom wants him to like basically leave the job, because like, hey, like, we don't want you getting too attached. You're now like calling each other. Like this is like, now she's like, I'm hitting for that. I'm out.
Yeah.
She finds out that he's actually an actor, sees him on TV in the toothpaste commercial. Like,
yeah, not just that. It's the like Pirates of the Caribbean, like,
yeah, like the Japanese version. And then she's like, who the heck is this? And like, so at first she's mad at her mom, but then she's also really intelligent, because she's very intelligent
for her age.
She's very understanding. She's like, okay, I get it, but like, you could have been honest, like blah blah blah. And then you know, they basically reconcile in that matter. She's just like, hey, like, I know you're not my dad, but like, you know, you're still cool, essentially. And then also going back to the man, he comes up with like spring plan. He's like, hey, I know I'm losing my mind. I need you to take me to my hometown village and fulfill my final wish. And he's just like, nah, man, like, you almost died.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's our escape plan. And he's got this whole list. And at first he's like,
and he looks like a tweaker. He's got like maps and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, listen, I can't do this. And eventually he's like, oh, the dude's like, oh, leave then if you're not going to help me. I'm going to backtrack just slightly, talk about the other people in the show. So the girl, my girl, awesome.
Akio.
We see that she specializes in like sorry or apology services, which in this instance she's in replacement of a husband's mistress, and she's going to reconcile her behavior with the actual wife. But in these services, usually they get hurt and physically assaulted, specifically with the actual wife of the client. So she gets beat up all the time basically just for money. Even though like the one person that should get beat up is the husband cheating, which eventually when she finally snaps and is like, you know, F this job, the wife starts beating the living.
And then here's the gag. she's like an actress, and she's like, hey, your husband doesn't even have the balls to actually bring the real mistress. I'm an actress.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even the person you should be beating up on.
Yeah. And then guess what? I ain't gonna lie though. Listen, I'm not saying violence is the answer. And I'm not saying I agree with the wife's decisions to just start milly whopping people. But when I say you heard that boom in the theater, I was like, oh, oh.
When you hear the kids getting too riled, and you hear, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, ooh.
And then another crazy one was like, so whenever Brendan and her were sitting at the bar, and he's like, hey, you shouldn't have to take that. And she's like, it comes with the territory. And then, you know, she tries to tell the boss, like, she calls him and say, hey, I quit.
Yeah.
I quit. And then because Brendan did eventually take the man on the adventure, and finds out like he had a whole other life before he even started his new life. That he had a family, he had a wife who got sick and passed away before he started a brand new life that his new daughter doesn't even know about.
It sucks, man.
He's sitting here and he has all these memories to hold on to. He's like, I didn't want to forget this, because he's like, even when I'm losing my mind, even when I'm dying, he's like, I can still see her clearly. And it was like his final wish. But because that happened, and because he passed out, like, he literally, I feel like at certain points when you get that last fulfillment, like your last little will.
I was literally thinking about that before the podcast. I do believe that the human body is dumb, but also very smart. We know as humans, like, when something's wrong, like, we can just feel that imminent doom or whatever. But I feel like when you're old, or if you are dying, you can kind of convince yourself, like, you know, like, this is it. Like, he got his fulfillment. He got his photos, all the memorabilia of, you know, his wife that, you know, he lived all of his life without his wife, basically all his life. And to get that last moment to see her again, it was like a snap. It just
like,
snaps. It's like,
and he
all right,
passed out.
I'm past. I'm like, I'm good.
And because that happened, the police were called on him, and he was taken to like the station and stuff for questioning. And at that point, his boss was kind of like, hey, like, there's nothing we can do, our hands are tied. And then, you know, that goes down, and then the woman, she quits, and then he just sees his business falling apart, and then we see him go home. Mind you, he's gone home a couple times.
Okay,
we see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me say it. So the whole time, so like I said, it's kind of like a slice of life almost. So like,
he seems like he has a perfect life.
Yeah. So we see like Philip's life, and then we'll see the boss's life, and it's usually like him coming home and being like, the wife's like, oh, hey honey, welcome home. You want a beer or whatever? And he's like, oh yeah. And then the wife will be like, oh, you know, our son, he lost the soccer game, and he's a little upset. And he'll go over and be like, what's going on, son? And he's like, oh, you know, blah blah blah. And he's like cheering up, just doing like,
he seems like a great father,
like a great father figure.
Wow.
That happens a couple times, and then as his business is failing, he goes back home and he does his usual thing. And the wife's like, oh, you want a beer or whatever? And he's like, oh, you know, your son's failing math or whatever. Yeah. So he goes over and he kind of like leans over and he goes, wait a second. And he walks away, and she
puts his hands on his shoulders, and he's like, you grip my shoulders too hard.
Oh, yeah. At first I was like, whoa.
That's kind of weird.
But then he was like, he like walked away and reset, and we kind of looked at each other like, what is going on?
It gave us that scene in The Joker where where this whole time we think that he's got a beautiful, like, you know, like POC relationship going on.
Got a domino.
We're like, okay, beautiful, just to come find out that it was all in his head.
All in his head.
Dude!
Do you want to explain, or you want me to explain it?
Go ahead.
We find out that he hired his own family to give him peace of mind. And it's like, it goes full circle, like, oh my gosh, everyone is dealing with something mentally.
Big.
And to see like the main guy, and no one ever finds out. This is like a little slice, like, behind the scenes. Like, nobody knows about this. So it's like, oh my gosh, like, this dude's made a business based off of himself.
Yeah.
He realized that he had his own problem, and he wanted to give the services to other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my, dude, that literally blew my mind. I think it blew both of our minds.
And then what I like, at this moment, when he realizes, like, this is bigger than me, the girl and then like their other coworker, he's just kind of like the silly guy of the group.
Yeah, you don't see him often.
You don't see him
he's
often.
Kind of like,
he's like a funny little gag character.
Yeah.
They show up at the house, and they're trying to convince them, like, hey, we're with the FBI, like.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we need to talk to, you know.
Yeah, the family, like, let them out. And then they hear on the intercom the
police.
The police. They're like, oh no, we're caught. Like, yeah. And then walks in their actual boss,
pretending. It's like double agents. They're like FBI, and he's like
CIA.
And it's like they both are like portraying as it, like people that work for the government, and eventually it actually does work. They
Yeah, they get him
convince.
out.
It's not convinced. They just actually ask like, "Hey, like, was this consensual?" And he's like, "Yeah, it was
Yeah,
consensual."
and then and because it was all peaceful, he actually passed away in his home, like the
Hmm.
older man.
Which, before we go any further, one thing we did forget to mention was, so during the time with the formal or the formal like
Former.
renowned actor, Philip, talked to him and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, what's that in that building? You keep on going to that building all the time." And he's like, "Well, why don't you go check it out?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm not ready yet. Like maybe another time." But continue. I want to explain that so that when eventually,
Yeah. So then he passes away, but they're
Mhm.
all like together, and like before the funeral, he meets up with like the little girl, and he basically says like, "Hey, I didn't mean to lie to you. Like, I'm proud that you got into the school." And she like
Yeah,
basically says like, "Hey, you're cool now. Like,
yeah,
we can reconcile." So it's like that gets fixed, and then they don't offer any more these services.
services, yeah,
Like, so that gets fixed. So she comes back. So they don't offer like you get the call. No, we don't offer apology services anymore. Boop.
yeah. Click.
And you see like them thriving, you see that he's thriving, you see that they're going out for dinners, and like they just everything that he thought he wanted was replaced by the things he needed. Same for all of them. They actually needed each other, because
Mhm.
before they were doing a job, they were all just coworkers,
Yeah,
just standoffish. I do my job, I do my family. But then you see them actually come together with such camaraderie,
yeah.
and at the very end,
And at the very end, he finally goes up to the thing. Oh, I'm getting choked up. It's so beautiful. I
because
really
he's
actually am getting choked up.
it's,
Jeez. It's so beautiful because he looks past like the
oh,
what?
he's so cute.
It's beautiful. He opens up the curtain and it's just a mirror. Oh,
Yeah. And
so
he
beautiful.
just realizes like it's so
Oh,
good.
dude, so good.
It's so good. He realizes it's like what you've been looking for. Like, you're what you've been searching for. It's giving Elsa with Show Yourself, which just like you're the person you've been waiting for your whole life.
Ooh. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I was in the theater, I was like trying to choke back, not crying, because I was like, "Oh my god, it's so beautiful." Because at the end of the day, he realizes like he it's him that makes him happy. You know? Oh,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful. Brendan, I hate you. God! Oh, he got me like in the whale and he got me here now. Gosh! So beautiful. What?
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
It's
Ah,
so good.
it's such a good
Don't
movie.
mind me, I'm crying.
Yeah, so if you got Blinky here to cry, this is a very great movie. I think it's a great watch. I think it's a good human movie. I think it's a beautiful like glimpse into another culture or another lifestyle that
Yeah.
like is not so far away from our very own. Like, it
No.
just shows you like
It's just different cultures.
it's different
Yeah.
culture, but it's like not so far away. Like, there are so many things that you don't realize that we're taught, we're ingrained
Yeah.
like to chase. We're ingrained
Yeah.
to chase this high like lifestyle and to chase money and chase all, but really like those things don't fill the void. Like,
Yeah.
they'll never fill the void. They'll always
Mhm.
be shortcoming. And it's just really beautiful to see them all like get
Yeah.
all these different areas filled in their hearts.
Yeah.
And
Basically, by the end, everyone gets a happy ending. Like all the loose ends are met, and by the end, he realizes like believe in himself, and he just smiles at himself, and then that's how it ends.
mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a 10 out of 10 now. Oh, so good. It is a good film.
It is a
Yeah.
good film.
Is there anything else you want to add to this? I don't think I have anything else to add.
It's just beautiful. I just think that's basically it. It's like a journey of like self-discovery.
Basically, yeah. There are a couple characters we didn't talk about, like he does talk to a lady that basically does the same job as he does, but instead of emotionally, it's more physically. If
Yeah.
you pick up on that, and they do meet up again
In the real world.
in the real world, and you just see like they're still both two normal people, like just different. They're just different jobs,
different
like
walks of life.
which honestly,
It humanizes.
not gonna lie, it does humanize, but also I just thought about this. It really just shows perspective. Like at the end of the day, whether you're in like the physical field, we're gonna use that terminology.
Mattress actresses.
The mattress actresses, like at the end of the day, like they're still human. At the end of the day, they're just doing their job, like regardless of how they do it. And it's kind of funny because they recognize each other at a kid. Oh, we didn't talk about the best thing ever. There was a cat
I brought
festival.
it up, but I didn't say it was a cat festival.
Yeah, they had which honestly,
I think it's a real thing.
we need to
though.
look that up. because that is so
And then
cool.
also they showed the museum that I've been talking about going to forever, where it's like the everything's moving, kind of like 3D looking museum.
Yeah, dude, this is so cool.
Yes, I
It's
love.
called a Oh, jeez, I don't even want to try that.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Kagurazaka Bananeko Neko.
Nico,
It's a
Neko.
cat parade.
Neko means cat. I don't know.
Yeah, become a cat and join a parade, dude. We need to figure this out
Oh,
and
it's in
go.
October.
Are you for mid-October?
October.
I think we have a plan now.
Hey!
Konnichiwa, huz.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
Oh, that is so cool. But yeah, basically, I like there's a funny moment because she's like, "Oh yeah, my dad's an engineer." Like, is that how you know each other? And she has to pretend that she knows him, and she's like, "Oh yeah, like I'm an engineer too. Like yeah,
I do IT.
yeah, I do IT or whatever."
Customer service.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Oh, it's so beautiful. All right, after this, I'm gonna check this out a little more. Anything else you want to add?
No, it was great. It was a great film, great movie. It was very beautiful.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was really great. So catch us next time. We're probably gonna do either Wicked or Stranger Things.
Yeah. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Well, we'll have to discuss this after the pod. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do the whole 9 yards. Follow us on our social medias, Instagrams, yada yada yada. Anyway, Matt. Oh.
Also, depending on when this comes out, we will be at Holiday Matsuri. So
Holiday Matsuri. I don't think I'm gonna have time to put it up here, but
it's fine.
if you watch this far, you're a real fan. Anyway,
Yeah, cool.
bye.